wandering the food through the food areas and looking and seeing what everyone is making, potentially purchasing a couple of small bags to savor for later, all while keeping a watchful eye out on the rest of the team. But walking around with a slight smile on her face as she enjoys this outside the norm day for her.
Excellent. Yeah, there's music playing. There are people just. Everybody seems to be at ease, having a great time. What about Eric? What are you up to as you are moving around this first sort of half hour of the festival?
Yeah, I think Eric's mostly staying towards the group, kind of reminiscing. I don't think he gets to go to things like this all too often, both because of money and because of status. Um, and so he's just, I think, maybe thinking back to a time when he was a kid. Maybe he got to come here with his dad or something, like do a similar event with his dad.
Awesome. And Isabella, how are you spending this sort of brief interlude?
I think Isabella's looking for any kind of like little shows or little demonstrations. People are reminds her of her childhood when she'd like tried to see all the shows and like smiling at the little kids that remind her of her when she was that age. Also, trying to keep an eye on things too.
Excellent. Yeah, there are dozens of these little shows around. You see, there are fortune tellers who are reading tarot cards, talking to the kids. There is an archery stand that's been set up that they've got a couple of kids who are shooting arrows out at apples at the far end of the range. Just generally a lot of just peaceful, easy times. And Liam, what are you up to?
I'm going to take a look around, see what the food stalls are available, see what I think is not going to make me terribly ill. But I figure we're in for probably a long night, and maybe I'll see about grabbing something now rather than later, or anything maybe that I could just stuff into a couple pockets, for later, maybe some candies or something, just to keep myself going for later on. Um, but I'm going to try to make sure, is that clean enough? I know I'm used to military food, but I do have some standards.
Yeah, and you do see there are several little taffy stations set up that you can grab like saltwater taffies off of different stands. There are funnel cakes that are cooking with powdered sugar. A lot of hard boiled eggs because it's the 1920s and snacks are weird. Liam, give me a perception check also.
Okay. There we go, 22.
As you're sort of milling through, grabbing what you can, you do see there's a couple of guys you used to run with the Kelly gang, standing over next to a test your strength machine. And they are gathered around your old boss, Mr. Kieran Kelly, the leader of the Kelly gang. He's kind of dressed um, emerald green pinstripe suit. He's got a wide coif of white hair. He leans on a cane a little bit. He's got a thick mustache. They don't seem to have noticed you, however.
I will make my best effort to keep out of their view.
Excellent. You don't have to make a stealth check. They're distracted. Minerva, as you're walking around, you come around the corner of a tent and you are flashed with a flashbulb from a camera. And
Excuse me?
there is a little guy standing, holding the camera that is about as big as his head. He's about 2 feet tall. He's got wide green ears, big rimmed glasses, wearing sort of a well appointed suit that's one size too big for him. And
Excuse me?
he looks up at you. He says, "Oh, sorry, you're Minerva Votner, right?
Uh, yes.
Bronk Westerman, Boogeyman Rag." And he comes over and he extends a little hand up.
She'll take his hand and give it a shake. Is there something I can do for you?
Well, if you're here, does that mean Mr. Powers is making a comment about the new mayor?
I, you know that only in certain instances do I speak for Mr. Powers, and tonight, however, is not one of them.
Well, what do you think about this new mayor situation?
Well, I think someone who is willing to take a chance on the monster community is at least someone that we should listen to for a period of time to see how they follow through.
Yeah, so you think he's like full of crap? Is that right?
I believe you're putting words in my mouth, Mr. Westerman, and I do not appreciate that.
You know how politicians are, though. Like, this is all campaign promises, and he's going to forget about us now that he's been whopped into office.
I will give him the benefit of the doubt, and we shall see what happens. If it turns out that it is as you say, well, that is what the democratic process is for, and we can vote him out.
And he pulls out a pencil and he's just taking notes in a notepad that's a little bit too big for his hand.
And I had better not see anything taken out of context in your publication in the next day or so, Mr. Westerman.
I'm a reporter. All I got is context.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Sure thing, Miss Fonner. Are any of your friends running around here?
You may run into a few individuals this evening. I couldn't tell you for sure.
And with that, he will sort of nod his head, which flaps his ears forwards, and he'll go off to find somebody else to bother.
Reporters. I should go let the others know that he's wandering around. I'll go looking for Isabella.
Isabella's easy enough to find at one of the demonstration booths, one of the games that's set up.
Are you enjoying yourself, Isabella?
Yes, it's been a lot of the, some of the more fun side of the magics.
Well,
How
that's
have you
good.
been?
I was okay until I ran into Bronk Westerman.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yes. He's looking for anyone associated with Mr. Powers walking around this event this evening, so do be careful and let him know that anything said is our own opinion and he better not take it out of context.
Sure, he knows that I speak for myself, not for Mr. Powers.
If any of us were to speak for Mr. Powers without his permission, I really don't want to envision what happens then.
Better not to even think about that, honestly.
Well, I'm not too worried about Liam. Eric, well, put a few in him and he might be willing to.
I will try to make sure that, the more sober side then.
Shall we go find the others?
Yes, that sounds like a good idea, especially if we're worried about anything like that.
Okay.
I think we're off looking for the others then.
Excellent. Eric, you, where are you at this moment?
Does this carnival have one of those ping pong ball games where you're trying to win a fish?
It sure does.
I'm absolutely playing one of those. I'm, testing my hand-eye coordination and trying to figure out how it's rigged because I can't seem to get one in.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check with a -5 circumstance penalty for rigging.
I knew it. You said athletics?
Yep.
-5, so that'd be 17.
17's pretty good. You do you sort of compensate for what's happening, and you are able to get one into the glass bowl, which makes the carnival person like look at you with a suspicious look.
What? I was gonna keep trying until I want to fish.
Yeah, but like, was that a monster thing you just did, or like a regular guy thing you just did?
What's the difference? I want to fish, didn't I?
Yeah, but like, I just want to know if you're gonna like eat the fish or something.
What do I look like to you?
Like a giant.
Just give me my fish. I'm out. I'll be on my way.
Says whatever, and he grabs the bowl that you put the ping pong in, and he hands you a goldfish.
Does the fish look healthy?
It looks healthy-ish.
Does any goldfish actually look healthy?
Well, my main concern is, one, now I gotta keep this fish alive. Like, during whatever's about to happen.
You just earned yourself a goldfish complication. Eric, so you have this goldfish now, and somebody taps you on the back. And there's this sort of mousy-looking little man behind you. He's got big Coke-rimmed glasses, sort of dark hair that's swept over to one side. He is dressed in a white coat with a suit underneath, and he looks up at you. You're Mr. Larson from Tartarus, correct?
Evening. Depends who's asking.
Oh, apologies. I'm Dr. Leandros, and he extends a little hand forward.
I politely but firmly shake his hand.
But my friends call me Carl. You can call me Carl if you wish.
All right, Carl. What can I do you for?
You're here with Mr. You represent Mr. Powers, correct?
In a manner of speaking.
Well, have you had a chance to interact with this new mayor yet? Because I have many questions that I've sent to his office that have not been answered.
Have I?
You've not met the new mayor yet.
Can't say I have.
Oh, drat. It's just I keep trying to reopen my father's work, and it's just every time I reach one new barrier, something else comes in my way.
Yeah, life's a real punch in the face sometimes. Sorry, I don't think I can be much more help to you.
Oh, that's fine. If you do see the mayor, please let him know that I am trying to get a hold of him.
Will do, Doc.
And he looks at the fish you have in your hand. He says, "Oh, is that Carassius auratus?"
Is that a fancy name for goldfish?
Oh, yes, that's their scientific name.
Oh. Then I suppose yes, it is. Well, what'd you say it was?
A Carassius auratus. Do you have an aquarium at home, good sir?
No, suppose I'm gonna have to get one, but I'm gonna call. Yeah, I like that name you said. I'm gonna call him Crassus.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Crassus is a good historical name.
Do you know where I can get one of those aquariums?
We actually sell them at my new store that we just opened up. And he gives you a business card.
Oh, much obliged.
The business card says...
If I see the big man, I'll be sure to pass along your message.
Thank you, thank you. You see the business card reads Promethean Labs.
You sell goldfish at a laboratory? I mean, you sell aquariums at a laboratory?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we sell storage devices for many kinds of animals. We're a biology lab.
All right, talk about diversifying your portfolio.
That is exactly what I'm trying to talk about. You see, my father, he bankrupted the company originally, pursuing this insane dream he had about a subterranean city. He spent all of our money, and then he went insane, and they locked him up in the asylum, and I'm here trying to recover our family's name. But that's a lot to say to a stranger. Sorry, Mr. Larson.
I can appreciate a matter of family honor like that. Best of luck to you.
You as well. I hope the mayor's speech is everything that you need it to be. And it's around that time that Minerva and Isabella walk up and find you, Eric, holding a goldfish.
New friend there, buddy?
You froze there for a second, RC.
Oh,
I
okay.
did. Oh, sorry.
I was thinking I
I thought.
froze.
Yeah, this is my new buddy Crassus.
Very nice. What is your plan for Crassus?
I mean, Isabella, he's a fish. He's just gonna swim around a tank, I imagine.
Yeah, but do you
didn't really expect
have
much from him.
a tank?
I'm working on
Have
it.
a tank. That's the question I'm asking.
First step, get him home. Second step, get a tank. I got a dealer lined up already.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
good at
good.
least.
Just make sure you don't stick him in a gin and tonic when we get back to the bar.
Oh my god, someone's gonna drink the fish.
Nobody's gonna drink my fish.
Have you seen Liam?
Not in a shake.
Well, we should go find him. There's
Definitely.
a reporter walking around, and I would rather he not find, well, you or Liam on his lonesome. He already waylaid me earlier.
All right, well, let's mosey on.
You're muted, Alex.
Liam, you have found some snacks. Where are you going next?
All right. Well, once I've filled my pockets, I am just going to do the old maybe circle around, get my bearings. Points of entry and exit here as a military man, and just seeing if there's any more of Kelly's men around the place.
Give me a perception check.
Another 22.
22 seems to be the number of the day. That's the last 3 rolls we've had. So Liam, with the 22, as you're sort of scouting around, you do see there are some pockets of other Irish mobsters around. They don't seem to be overly armed, more than usual, but they are sort of clustered around the fair in various locations. As far as entrance and exits, there is a large parking lot at the end. There's no fence around the area, so you can get out at any point around the tents and go into Bedford Park into the neighborhoods close by. There's no water entrance or immediate fire exit or anything like that appears to be appointed. However, you do see pulling into the parking lot of the fairground is the Champion Coupe, which is this garishly green and gold supercar that you know is driven by your friend, acquaintance, contact, associate, whatever you want to call him, the Champion. Champion, how are you making your appearance?
Well, as you mentioned, I am. I pull up to the carnival. I pull up to the carnival in my fabulous, not garish, coupe, and it was Liam that sees me first, right?
Yes, and you definitely
And-
see him.
Yes. So I will pull. This is the 20s. There's the parking rules in the 20s aren't exactly established. So I'll roll up alongside Liam, honk the horn once, and say, "Liam, nice to see you again."
I look around, just goes, "Is there any Kelly's guys around here?" Okay, good to see you as well. Toffee?
And he'll, I, he'll, I'll open the door and step out. Uh, why? Thanks. And he'll grab a. So, uh, if you're here, I imagine the rest of the uh the Tartarus bunch are lurking around somewhere around here.
Yeah, well, we're here to this evening.
Ah,
So is a bunch of Kelly's men and himself.
yeah.
What brings you
We'll.
by? You're here
Uh,
to hear the new mayor?
that's right. I got a request from a cop buddy of mine asking me to, you know, hang out, make sure there no trouble comes to the new mayor. You know, I'll give him anybody who calls anything, I'll give him the old 1-2. You know, show him why I was at the Olympics.
Speaking of your cop buddy, champion, he is rolling up with a very flustered look on his furry face. Um, he's covered in thick brown wolf fur. He's got a sort of elongated snout. He's wearing a police uniform, of course, and he is huffing and puffing as he comes up to you and says, "You can't just park that monstrosity wherever you want.
Oh, uh, well, where am I supposed to then? Where am I supposed to park it then, Pally?
Take it to the front, and the valet will park it for you."
Oh, you better not scratch the paint. And I'll roll my eyes. Oh, get back into the car. I'll see you around, Liam. Sure, we'll run into each other again.
Sure, we will.
Champion, when you park that thing, come find me.
Sure thing. And so I'll uh, go park the car or give it to the valet and go find my good pally Baston.
Excellent.
It's, assuming it's listed, assuming that's his first name,
Yes, his name is Baston Roy.
Baston. Ah, all right, Baston. All right, valet's got the car, although for how long is who knows. And what uh what can I do for you today?
Just wander around here and keep an eye on things, and if anything goes out of hand, just give him the old 1-2.
Sounds good. Uh, I'll sort of take a look around. So I thought I saw some kids firing some arrows over there, and I think I'll go show them how it's done. You know, sort of. I'll start making my way over there. Over there. This whole thing seems to be a real ring-a-ding-ding.
Excellent. Liam, you are able to find the rest of your group as you wander off.
Okay, I proceed to fill them in and about both Kelly and Champion being now in the vicinity.
How is he doing, champion? It's been a while since we've seen him.
He's him. Yeah.
That I was hoping maybe. I guess I got my hopes up.
You guys do
Just
hear
hoping for a
people
little bit
reacting
of
to
change.
Champion.
At least that might take some of the spotlight off of the rest of us if he's wandering around.
Good point.
That silver lightings, you found it.
That's what I'm here for. Well, I don't like the fact that the Kelly gang's here. That's not a good sign at all, but it's not surprising. I would be a little bit more surprised. I would be a little bit more concerned if you saw any of the Russians.
Mm-hmm.
The two of them don't need to meet at a place like this. There's too many innocent bystanders. But I suppose we can keep an eye out as we head towards the stage, hoping he's giving that speech sometime soon.
Sounds good to me. So you head off towards the stage. Champion, you do arrive at the archery contest, where you see there's a couple of kids who are like, "It's Champion!" And they run over and they start asking for autographs and asking you to
I
tell
will.
them all about the time that you beat Ivan Solnich.
Uh, that let's not bring up that guy. And I'll sign a couple of autographs instead. Uh, anyone want to see me? Pop pop a few slugs and then some apples.
The kids are like, yeah, totally.
I'm assuming since I'm here on official business, I was allowed a to pack some iron.
And they sort
One,
of they nod. They're very excited to see you shoot a gun in the middle of this
uh,
crowded place.
I'll look around to see what the what if there are any of the fellow cops or any of the cops around. Make sure this is an okay thing.
They are not in the immediate vicinity.
Mm. I will. Mm, oh, mm, I don't know if this is. Well, I've already committed to it, so let's do it. Uh, and I will grab my pistol. You know, do the good old spin it around. You know, and then ta- you know uh take make sure everyone like make as big a show as possible so know that okay, I'm this is what's going on, and it's like and now and now and then I will take a shot trying to shoot an apple and doing any anything I can to make the noise as you know not noisy as possible. I know it's not a silence pistol, but it might cost me some accuracy, but I'm trying to not cause a lot of noise.
I believe in you. Give it a shot.
All right. Should I just shoot? Take any penalties for trying to shoot and not scare everybody in the 3 block radius? Um, or do you just want me to roll?
Just roll. Yep, go ahead.
All
Roll.
right. Yeah, 13. Wait, no. Yeah, 13.
13. Yeah. So you're trying to be quiet about it as you're trying to show off for the kids, and the gun goes off. The bullet sails out, and it does hit the apple at the end. The apple explodes, and there is a gasp that goes through the crowd as the gun goes off, and they turn and they see it's you and several
Everything's fine,
people.
folks. Everything's fine. Just put it on a show for the little ones.
Baston comes stomping through the crowd again. Don't pull your gun out unless you need to pull your gun out, son. I don't. What is wrong with you?
I'll just gesture to the kids who are probably all like wide-eyed and cheering. And
The kids are so happy about this.
Eric's
how
definitely
can
leaning
you
up against like a post and like watching this while eating popcorn now.
how can you say no to them? Well, it's like there's you can't say no to them.
They're children. You're supposed to say no to them.
Yeah, you can say no to them, but I'm a hero. I can't say no to children.
I knew
Let's
this was
make
a mistake.
let's
I
make
should have
some
called
let's
Silver Sparrow.
oh you wouldn't have come anyways. He's too good for you. Now let's make tracks. And I'll leave. Try and
Get
get
over to
out
the
of here.
stage. The mayor's about to have his presentation, is what he says to you.
Sounds good.
Eric, you do see Champion slinking off to the stage after getting scolded.
Yeah, it's about what I expected.
And I'm going to give an extra hero point to Eric because it was Jace's birthday this week, and he usually plays Eric in my games. And he asked if I can give you a free hero point, so I will do so. All right, so everybody reconvenes at the stage. You do see there's a number of people milling about. There's some police officers that have built a line from the stage, keeping people at bay. You also see there is this sort of tall, slender, pale woman dressed in black who is checking the microphone. She's checking the podium. It looks like she's getting everything ready for Horace to come out. Anybody with well-informed as an advantage can give me an investigation or persuasion check.
Said which two options? Investigation or
Persuasion, if you have well-informed as an advantage. Which I believe is Isabella and possibly Minerva, but also possibly not Minerva.
Not this version of Minerva, apparently.
Okay.
17.
Eric, with a 17, you've seen this woman in Club Tartarus before. She's usually been with Florian, the regent of the vampires in Titan City. But you don't remember her name. You've seen her in the bar before.
Okay. I'm just gonna play it coy for now and just kind of let things see where things go.
Okay. Yeah, she finishes appointing the stage, and then she'll walk over, and the band begins to strike up and play music, and Horace will come waddling out onto the stage. He's kind of a large, portly man with sort of a baby face, long black hair that's all swooped over to one side. He's dressed in a semi well fitted suit. And he is sweating beads as he's making his way over to the podium. Cameras begin to flash from the reporters. You do see everybody is eagerly waiting to hear what he has to say. And
Certainly is a portly fellow.
Never trust a guy who sweats bees, says Chet. So with as he comes out, he kind of looks down at at his speech that he has prepared. He looks up at you. He just seems very nervous and out of sorts. Rachel, if you're here, will you give me a perception check? Rachel might not be here, but everybody can give me an insight check.
That's a 25 for Minerva.
21 for Liam.
16 for insight.
That's a 10 for me, which is typical.
Typical. Champion, he seems fine. Eric with a 16, as you're sort of taking in the stage with your goldfish under one arm and your popcorn in the other hand. He just seems really nervous. He's I don't know. There's something about him that it's almost like he's never been on a stage before, even though you've seen him on the campaign trail. Minerva and Liam, Horace does not seem like himself at all. You've been to a couple of his speeches, a couple of his debates, and he was very charismatic, very engaging with the audience. He appears to be not himself right now.
Minerva will look at Liam. Do you think we already have a problem?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to get through this evening without resorting to our usual shenanigans.
Yes. Well, you
Uh,
want some quick energy before we get started? Toffee?
no, I'm okay. You know I don't need it.
Aye. Well, nobody needs a toffee. It just helps.
It's not always about
That's
need.
fair.
Sometimes it's about want.
Excellent. I'm going to give everybody a hero point for good role playing so far, and because something bad's about to happen, yo. Um,
Yes.
Wait, can you hear
so
me now?
Horace comes up. Yes, I can sort of hear you now, Rachel.
I was having some headphones, and then I needed Bluetooth, and it didn't want to do that well.
No, that was really staticky.
Well, I'll mute myself and see if I can hear it.
But Horace comes up on the stage and he sort of speaks. He goes to speak into the microphone, and there's feedback, and the audience all sort of look at each other like this isn't right. And he slowly sort of shakes and shivers a little bit in the podium. He says, "Hello, citizens of Titan City. It is my honor to be here talking to all of you. Um, I hope that I can build some kind of better future for you, I guess." And he sort of looks. He looks over to the woman who is standing at the back of the stage, and she nods. And as he goes to turn back to his speech, she give me a perception check, everyone.
15.
25 again.
I miss being sponsored by
Applesauce.
22.
15.
Another low roll. Sorry.
Eric misses being sponsored by the number 22. Minerva, you were the only one who notices this. The woman in the back of the stage, she seems to be pulling into herself and focusing. And as she does, this sort of red orange glow emanates from the amulet around her neck. Yeah, it's just Minerva notices this. It looks like Isabella got a 14, but the amulet begins to glow, and she reaches down to the stairs beside the stage, and she pulls out these large black bags that she opens, and the light pours into the bags, and there is a rumbling through the stage. You hear the breaking of glass, Minerva, as this thick red fluid emerges from the bags, rising up and coalescing into four large humanoid monstrosities. And there is a scream from the sky as an enormous winged monster comes down, seeming to attack the stage and everybody around. So I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
Heads up, everyone.
Go ahead
Click your
and
token
click on your.
first.
Yes, please click on your token first.
Gotta close out all these nifty character arts first.
Sorry, I've got more.
This is my first using this sheet. What initiatives on here?
Initiative is up towards the top of the sheet next to attack. There should be a green number up there.
Okay, thank you. Is this any better? Micro?
It does sound a little bit better. At least it's more consistent.
That might be as good.
Yeah, that might be as good as we get. That's okay. And yeah, just to show everybody what we're dealing with here.
Oh,
Man,
That
for
a
me to
big
get
ugly.
I really appreciate a big vampire monster.
it's a good mood.
To the point.
That's one lousy kisser.
I'm pulling up my character sheets, initiative, boop. Yeah, the big scary flying monster and the 4 blood golems emerge on stage and look like they want to attack everybody. Roll 20, please load my character sheet so I can press initiative. Isabella's ready to fight. Isabella's got a 21 on initiative.
I guess, yeah. I guess it's time
So
to get to
so
work.
so does Eric.
Oh, wow.
Always ready for a fight.
Exactly. Got it. Take care.
Oh, also, RC, just so you know how much the people love you, there are people in the USP chat saying they would pay money for you to fail.
I saw.
He's got at least one person in his corner.
It's true. It's true. That's a good person to have in your corner, too.
It's a very good person to have in your corner.
That's Jason. He is the JC in this, Jason. Also, I'm loving all of the 1920s chatter in the in the chat. Squire says that dame is trouble. She summoned a whole mob of mugs. Better get the Johns out here to send them all to the Hooskow.
Now I just need to think
All right.
of like seasons down in Abbey. I've watched weird stuff they say.
That's where it's at. Okay, I've got everybody rolled up. Eric's got a 21. Isabella's got a 21. The giant monster has a 16. Liam has an 11. The blood golems have a 10. Minerva has a 9. Champion has an 8. And the vampire has a 7. So we will start with Eric.
All right, let's get rolling. So, oh, you know what? I think I'm just gonna start off. Do I want to throw this? Actually, yeah. I think I'm just gonna start off by taking out Vanara and chucking it at the nearest blood golem.
Are you
These
dropping
things are
the
freaking
popcorn
me
or
out.
dropping the goldfish?
I would never drop the goldfish. How dare you? So yeah, I'm dropping the popcorn. It wouldn't be the first time I've eaten popcorn off the floor, so.
Excellent.
And yeah, I am just hucking it, trying to cleave this thing in two, hopefully. Send a message to the other ones, but I don't think that'll work. It never works that way.
I believe in you.
Axe swing. Oof.
My
You
belief
know what?
was
I'm going to use one of
misplaced.
those hero points because I rolled a 9 total.
Seems right.
Oh wait. Right. So I have this. I have the hero point. So I use that. So what is it? I forget. Doesn't that? If you get a 13, doesn't that bump it up? Or no? What am I thinking of? Other way
It's
around.
1 to 10. 1 to 10 if you spend a hero point.
Well,
you
let's
rolled a
Which you
find out
rolled
what
a 7 on
13
the
hits.
dice. Yeah. So since you rolled a 7 on the dice, it becomes a 23 and does hit.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, but it's 1 to 10 on the dice, not the total result.
Gotcha. Oh, that makes sense now.
And that's a
And did you take my hero point? Or I have to drag it out, I think.
yeah, just drag it out on the table and then I get to delete it. Makes me very happy. Haha, my joy.
All right.
Okay. So you throw the axe. That's a DC 25. Let me roll a toughness check for the ghoulie. The golem is destroyed by the might of your axe. What happens, Eric?
Yeah, I immediately I see what's going on, drop the popcorn, whip the axe out, throw it and I think I just cleave it from straight through the chest, basically. And it falls to the ground lifeless, and I'm hoping sent a message to the other ones.
The message that you receive back from them is.
Okay.
Minerva, you speak every language. That means we're going to eat you in Blood Golem.
I don't think I need to translate that for Eric.
Right.
Do you want to move, Eric, or are you happy hanging out there?
Well, I thought, okay, the reason I immediately threw was because I thought drawing the weapon would be my move action.
Oh, no.
'Cause
Nope,
I
that's a
presumed
free
that I
action
didn't
for you.
have it out. Oh, okay. Then if that's the case, yeah, I would like to. I'm gonna make a mad dash towards to pick up my axe. 'Cause I don't think I have the ability to summon it, do I?
It does come back to you when you throw it.
Oh, okay. I was just reading it and I did not get that far. Okay, cool. Then, I'm still gonna get right up in the fray. It just feels
Excellent.
right.
Isabella.
Okay, so I fighting to try and like full of them.
You want
And
to try to punch two of them with street fighting? Is that what you said?
I let me- okay, so rolled 17, 19 for it. And yeah, the checks are the ones that Eric try and get both of them.
Excellent. So you got a 17 to hit the first one, or you roll to hit the second one for me? And it's a -2 from both, so it'll be 15 and 9. Oh, and
Yeah.
that 9's a natural 1. Are you happy with the natural 1, or do you want to spend a hero point to reroll?
You know what? Fair point. Well, hey, much better.
Excellent. So that is 2 hits. They're going to roll toughness checks. Blood Golem.
I feel like going up like, oh, I swear to God.
You do destroy both of them, Isabella. Do you want to tell us what that looks like?
Imagine, and then she runs up and just runs so hard, but it's just standing there like, so this should happen to like come in and get the other one. Element of surprise.
Excellent. Is there anything else you'd like to do, or are you happy hanging out with there?
I think I'm gonna move her to Eric to try and get that last one. Okay. It's my turn again.
Excellent. So you jump up onto the stage, you splatter a couple of these golems with your brass knuckles, covering yourself in blood and viscera, but life is good.
He does out. Doesn't.
Excellent. The big monster with the wings goes next, and it is going to let out a terrifying howl. I need everybody who doesn't have the fearless advantage to make a dodge check for me. Well, there's a waste of a natural 20. Roll 20.
22 for Minerva.
You said dodge check?
18.
Oof, 9.
13.
Anybody who got over the 21, you don't have to roll anything because this is a perception area effect. But if you rolled under the 21, I need a will save. So Champion, Eric, and Isabella, I need a will save.
I'm going to use one of my hero points on that.
Okay.
24.
24, you're fine.
And Sorry, what do I need to roll now? Toughness?
Will save. Will save.
We'll save. Okay.
I
20.
rolled a 12.
Isabella got a 12. Eric is fine. Champion is fine. Isabella with a 12. You would be stunned by this effect.
Okay.
And you can spend a hero point or a luck point to reroll if you want. Isabella, I forgot to mention that you have luck control as a power. 4 luck points that you can use to make anyone reroll, including me. You also have your 2 hero points if you want to spend anything to reroll.
Okay. Can I use one?
Okay.
And the way does the roll include? Um, I sorry. Can I use to make myself root?
I couldn't hear what you said. Sorry.
She asked if she could use it to make herself reroll.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I re-roll the will save.
Excellent. And that's much better with a 23. Everybody is fine. Well, everybody who's not an audience member is fine. As the this beast lets out this guttural scream that reaches down into the very fabric of who you are and makes you question very briefly whether or not you actually want to stick around and fight this thing. And it flies. It's still up in the air. It has not come down yet. Liam.
Okay. So this is a classic moment. If I stick my cigar in the mouth, if I can just whip out my good old Tommy gun from nowhere and target the big honking ugly guy.
Excellent. Well, Liam, I've got good news and I've got bad news. 28 does hit the monster, but its impervious is too high for your bullets to do anything but bounce off. I'll give you a hero point for your troubles. But yeah, you lift the Tommy gun up, you spray into the sky, it hits the creature dead center mass, the bullets just bounce off and fall back down to the stage. You seem to have attracted its attention, but...
Yeah, I'm going to see if there's some place I can duck behind.
There's lots of places. You can duck into a carnival booth, into a tent, wherever you want to.
Yeah, why don't I go if there's a booth or something, especially if it's one of those ones like that it has toys, you win if you throw something or with the guns. It would be fitting.
Excellent. Liam is tucked in with the teddy bears. The last blood golem is gonna bloop, bloop, bloop over to Eric and try to eat him as promised. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And that is a 15 to hit Eric's parry DC.
Nope. I just missed. Just misses.
Excellent. So it launches up, it tries to engulf you, and you're able to back up just enough so it splatters against the stage and it reforms itself from the puddle. And Minerva hears it say, "Hold still." Minerva.
All right. How much of the crowd is completely frozen solid? As I whip
75%.
around. Okay. For those that are still able to move, Minerva is going to turn around and try to get them to evacuate the vicinity as quickly as possible. Would you like a persuasion roll?
Sure.
All right. That's not a very good roll with a 2 on the die, so I will spend a hero point to re-roll that. Natural 1, but that becomes at least a 19.
19, you say. The people who are able to like run away are like, yeah, okay, and they start running away.
All right. Just clean that out. She'll look over at Champion and say, "Well, Mr. Big Hero, you might want to get up there and see if we can't save the mayor, though I'm not entirely certain it's actually him." And then she will say to uh, the flying creature, "You can come down here and try rather than staying up there, and it should understand her perfectly fine."
It looks at you and accepts your offer of a fight to the death. Anything else, Minerva?
I believe that should take up all of my actions.
Excellent. The mighty champion.
All right. Can I reach the stage where the mayor is in a move action?
Yeah,
I can.
you're a
I
master
can move.
athlete according to your character sheet.
So yeah, I will. You know, using my athletic skills, I will make my way up to the mayor. Still not entirely sure if that's the real one. I don't. Well, I thought he was fine, but then I was told he might not be the real one. But for now, uh, I will make my way up, making sure to put myself in between him, uh, the spooky broad, and the big monster, and I will quick draw my bolt action sniper rifle, uh, point it at said big monster, and say, you know, uh, eat eat slugs, ugly, and I'm gonna power attack for 2.
Excellent.
So, I'm not sure how to do that on this sheet though.
There's not a way to do
Oh,
it on the sheet. We'll just do the math out here.
all right, sounds good. So, 16 to hit, 23.
16.
If it hits, it's a 23.
Excellent. That does hit. It just. No, 16 hit will miss. It'll miss. It'll miss.
Damn.
Would have hit it in melee. It doesn't hit it at range.
All right, that is fine.
So the bullet sails up. Um, again, you hear Boss Don like, "Come on, man!" in the audience.
Don't see you doing anything, palsy.
I'm evacuating the civilians.
Right.
The vampire lady looks over at Champion and gives him like a dismissive smirk. She says, "Humans like you are the reason we have to do this." And she puts her hands together, and the blood golems begin to reform.
Oh, jeez.
And as soon as Roll 20 cooperates, I will make those X's disappear. Oh, stop that. I just want to take the X off. I don't want to modify the token. Okay. Boom. 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 And the one that wasn't unconscious duplicates. And she'll hang out at the back of the stage over here. Back to Eric at the beginning of the round.
Woohoo! So let me just these things. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What's the closest one to me?
The one that tried to eat you a second ago is the closest one to you. But the one that you destroyed by throwing your axe also has reformed.
Don't love that.
And the one that was trying to eat you split into 2 golems. So there's 3 in like immediate melee range with you.
Not ideal. I am going to swing at the one that just tried to eat me. That's gonna be my first go about it. swing. Does a 23 hit?
It sure does. And I don't think the blood golems can pass your toughness check.
I love
Nope.
hearing that.
You have a magic axe, so it ignores one of their strengths.
And I also want to use extra effort to do another swing at the other one that formed.
Excellent.
Just gonna keep swinging until they're all down. Or I pass out, I suppose these are the two options.
And they cannot succeed, so boom. That's another downed blood golem. Are you going fatigued? Or you're going to spend a hero point to avoid the fatigue?
No, you know what? We're early enough in. I'll deal with the fatigue. I can deal with a little bit of slower movement. Other people are not fatigued if we have to keep up with something.
Okay, cool. And you're just going to stay on stage, just hacking and slacking?
Hacking and slashing.
Here comes Butcher Pete. Isabel Thorne. Rachel just disappeared.
Yeah.
I'll come back to Isabella when she comes back. The big monster's going to come down here and eat Minerva. Sorry, that was a USP reflex. He's going to grab Minerva, not eat Minerva. 20 to hit Minerva's parry DC.
That will hit my parry DC.
Please give me a strength check to resist being grabbed.
Certainly. You know what? I'm okay with this.
Okay.
It's an 8.
You will be immobile and defenseless. And the big monster will reach down, grab you, and fly back up into the air, holding Minerva in one hand. See him.
Okay, since big guy isn't there, do I have a can I aim at the spooky lady, or would it be easier for me to hit one of the blood golems?
From your position, you think that the spooky lady would have cover from the height difference, but the golems might be a little easier to hit because they're a little closer.
Okay, I'm
little
gonna hit the target the closest golem to me.
Okay. And you're only targeting one golem?
Only one concentrating fire.
Excellent. That will give you that's 13 above its DC, so you'll get a +5 damage from your multi-attack. And I rolled a 2 on the dice, so you have blown away one of these blood golems with Tommy gun bullets. What happens?
It just seems to rip through the golem, and like a bag of blood, it's just goes splat onto the ground.
Excellent. Yeah, and it discorporates, turns back into a puddle. Rachel, if you can hear me and you can talk, you can jump in.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, very clear. Very good.
Okay,
Very
yeah, I switched
well,
back to my
actually.
iPad, but I switched back to my iPad, but the camera in it won't like switch. It keeps squeezing me instead of like even when I'm holding it to the side, so I'm just turning it off. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try and so all of the golems are gone now, right?
There are 2 left on stage. There's one next to Eric and one in front of you.
Okay. So with Street Fighter, I can't like attack then move then attack, right?
If you have move by action, you can, but otherwise, no.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna try and attack the one by me then.
Okay. And you can still get the benefits of single target multi-attack without moving.
Okay, cool. That's
because Isabella likes casting Punch. It's her favorite spell.
I mean, It's great. So
Lay him
Best
down,
spell in
punch
the
him out.
game.
um sweet.
Yeah, 26.
Yeah.
That will also give you the +5 bonus for single target.
Cool.
So DC 24. That will take that guy out. You punched him enough times to make him stop being a blood golem. What happens?
I think this one somehow pissed Isabella off, and I think she just started like just going at him like he's a punching bag, honestly. Just over and over again until he was no more.
Excellent. And then do you want to move anywhere, or are you happy hanging out on stage next to Eric and the last blood golem?
I think she's gonna stay on stage that way to, get that last one.
Excellent. That last blood golem is gonna over here. And he is going to he's gonna try to drown Eric again. And get a natural 20 to hit. So he can't crit because he's a minion, but he does hit you. So give me a fortitude save, Eric.
Ooh, fortitude, not loving that. Oh wait, fortitude's actually better.
I'd imagine a golem would have good fortitude, or a giant would have good fortitude.
Eric, that 29 was really disrespectful.
I like to imagine it like enveloped me, and then I just like came bursting out of it.
It's roaring. Minerva, through the wind in the sky, you hear it saying, "Just hold still and let me drown you. Be cool, man."
Try and eat me, will ya?
Drank the blood like meat and spit it out.
Eric, give me an dodge save.
Listen, I'm just a wee lad. 18.
You do not drop the goldfish tank, and you're able to keep it out of the blood golem.
I knew that was a distinct possibility.
I'm gonna roll a perception check for the blood golem real quick, just so I can see if it sees how important that is to you.
Oh.
That'd be an insight check,
What it
wouldn't
should
it?
see is what I've done to all the other ones, and it should learn.
I mean, I would say it's a subtle thing, maybe.
That is probably an insight check. It's the same score for both. It's still -1 for both of them, so he doesn't seem to notice. Minerva, you're in the sky.
Why, thank you, sweetie. It was a bit loud down there, and at least now I have a bird's eye view of everything that's going on. Isabella, her magic is red and orange. If you guys just keep punching them, they're just going to keep reforming. Deal with the magic user. Now, where were we? Punch.
Punching is my thing.
I am going to try to land a heavy blow on the creature that is holding me.
Excellent.
I am held, correct? So that is... I forgot what you said. I didn't mark my conditions down. Alex, I'm sorry.
Just immobile and defenseless. You could still attack. You're just...
Yes. I was just making sure I marked my conditions down. Now let's just put defenseless on there. All right. We will go ahead and attempt an attack. I will spend my last remaining hero point for this because that's the third 2 in a row, and that's not fun. Reroll.
I feel your pain.
That becomes a 25 to hit the winged creature.
That will hit the big monster.
23 on the toughness save.
It gets a 19. We'll take a bruise. What does that look like, Minerva, as you punch it?
Minerva just kind of is being held by one arm. She yells down at her crew, reaches back, and slams a fist into this creature's jaw, sending it off to the side a bit, probably hitting it harder than it was expecting her to land a blow.
Yeah, it is. It's not happy about that. All right. Good job, Minerva. Oh, Minerva, go ahead and give me a strength check to try to reduce your grab, but it does have
Mhm.
improved hold, so you'll get a -5 to your attempt to break out.
Okay. That's a 20.
You break out. Well, you break the grapple. It's up to you whether or not you want to leave its fist.
How high up are we?
120 feet.
Hmm. Yeah, as long as I'm no longer defenseless, I can be up here with it.
Okay. Excellent. Champion.
All right. Well, I will say, uh, normally I'm not one to shoot a dame, but you are causing all sorts of trouble. So I guess there's a first time for everything. God forgive me. And I'm gonna aim my sniper rifle at the person who summoned the more blood golems and take a shot. Oh,
That's a good move.
and roll like, you know what? Tired of this. You take my other hero point. Um,
I will take it.
and I'm gonna shoot. And try again. So that turns into a 24.
24 will hit her. She's not excited about that. She'll roll toughness save for a DC 21. And oh no, get a 7 because I rolled a natural 1. That's not cool. I believe that's a
That.
stagger.
It is a stagger.
Yeah, that's the difference of 14. So, what happens, champion? You shoot her pretty good.
So I'll say aces, and then I'm gonna extra effort, and I'm gonna try and shoot uh, the big ugly. Obviously, I'm just gonna go fatigued because I don't have a hero point anymore.
Excellent.
So, but here we go. Um, and I'm gonna power attack this one for 2 again. Oh, and miss.
So you got a little cocky there, kid. As you blast the vampire, and she staggers back. Blood sprays out of the back of her body, and she sort of lurches up and looks at you with almost like a feral cat-like expression on her face. And you say aces and shoot up in the air, and the bullet just sails miles away from where the big creature is. She's gonna be like, okay, you want to play? We can play, human. And she's gonna run over here, and she will also use extra effort to attack you because she's staggered. She has no choice. She'll take the fatigue rather
She could
than
always
giving you a hero
charge
point.
or slam me.
She has a different kind of attack she wants to do.
Oh, well, that's not good.
She gets a 17 to hit your parry DC.
Miss.
Whack. Good news. Good news. Cool. So yeah, she stays over there next to you. Her fangs come out and she tries to bite down on your neck, but you're able to keep her at bay with the sniper rifle. Eric.
That's me. So I see there's still one blood golem.
Yes, there's still one blood golem. She wasn't able to do her whole make the blood golems wake up thing.
Well, time to send this one back where it came.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Jace. Have a good night.
Am I close enough at this one to swing my axe, or do I have to throw it?
You're close enough that you can swing it if you want to. It's on you. It was trying to drown you in your
Oh, is it
goldfish.
the same one? Oh, okay.
Yep. It's trying to drown you in your little goldfish too.
13.
13 to hit the blood golem. Will not hit the blood golem.
Oh. Yeah, I've got 2 hero points still, so I'm gonna use extra effort to try again, but I'll use the hero point to negate the additional fatigue.
Okay.
17.
That will hit. Which, as we've established, will destroy the blood golem because your axe is magical and really tough. What happens, Eric?
I think I actually use like the flat side of the axe and I just like bash it down, just sending blood and presumably viscera going everywhere. Probably all over my nice shirt, my work shirt.
Excellent.
I check on my little fish pal.
He's freaking out.
I mean that's understandable.
He's got big goldfish eyes at you. His mouth is like going up and down really fast. He's floating around in his tank.
I'll say it's okay, buddy. Deep breathing exercises.
Gills in, gills out.
Yeah, gills out. How
Excellent.
effective are my deep breathing exercises?
It seems to be trying to follow your instructions.
All right, now I'm concerned about this fish.
So all the golems are dead now, right?
Yes. Yep. The vampire is on stage. The giant vampire monster is up in the air holding Minerva.
A little help here would be nice.
Most of my attacks seem to be very not ranged, so not super. You know what? These are the vampires on stage, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much like it's less than 30 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and go up and start using Street Fighter right on the vampire.
Excellent. $21, you say?
Yes.
That will hit the vampire. For DC 19. It hits it by 1, so you don't get a bonus from multi-attack, but... Oh my god, that's 2 1s in a row on toughness checks.
I mean, I'm fine with this. I don't see the problem.
Isabella, how do you take out the vampire? What happens?
I imagine that Isabella's just mad and just kind of like runs up and again just starts punches him in the face and then just like keeps punching him in the chest until I guess he can't take it anymore.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want that to be lethal or not. It doesn't have to be lethal. You can just knock the vampire out.
You know what? We're gonna go with lethal. She's real mad at this vampire.
Excellent.
She was having a nice time enjoying all the little games. And they came and ruined her day.
Now the vampire is a puddle.
Brandon, I don't have an anvil in this game.
I'll take a couple steps back and say, remind me never to get on your bad side.
You should have already known that.
Yeah, but sometimes you need reminder.
I'll keep that in mind.
The Blood Guardian didn't like that. It's going to fly down and try to grab Isabella.
Does that mean
it's got improved grab, so it can grab with. It's got improved grab. It can grab with both hands, so it's going to try to grab Isabella with the other hand.
What do I need to roll?
I need a strength check because it rolls a 28 to hit you.
Can I use my hero point?
Yeah, you sure can.
Too.
What?
Don't forget about your luck points too.
Oh, I'll use my luck points. That is not something I'm used to playing with. I keep forgetting about that.
So
There we go.
23.
13 is better than 2.
It
Oh,
is
no,
better than
no.
2.
Oh, she rolled a nat 12, so never mind.
Yep. So you are hindered and vulnerable. You are still grabbed by it. So it will take you up, but you are not defenseless in its grasp.
Okay.
So now it has Isabella and Minerva in both hands.
Okay.
I was just going to look at Minerva. I was like, I guess I'm more useful up here to you.
Well, Minerva's not grabbed, though.
Correct.
Right. Minerva, if you want to get out of the hand when it hits the stage, you can get out of the hand too, but it's up to you.
Yes, I would. It was actually the question I was going to ask you, if I could roll off once we're far enough down.
Yes. So Isabella, you're up there by yourself, not with Minerva.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to go, bye, as I just float away.
Liam?
All right. First I want to just do is maybe a check, because I'm not sure this thing actually breathes.
Give me an expertise monsters check.
If it breathes, we can kill it.
Mm-hmm. Expertise. Don't have expertise monster on here. Or do it.
Well, that's dumb, Alex. Why would you do that? Do you have an expertise?
Criminal, I think, is about it.
Go ahead and roll the criminal one. It was supposed to be monster because that's your thing now, but
Yeah. Within a favored foe monster?
yes, I'll give you the +2 bonus for that as well, since this is knowing what this monster is and what its weaknesses are.
Mm-hmm.
So with a 21, you know that this thing is called a blood guardian. They usually belong to very powerful vampires and are bound to them. You know that they do not require breath. They have life support in terms of mutants and masterminds mechanics. You also know that they share many of the weaknesses of ordinary vampires. They can't go out in the sun. They can't go into a private residence uninvited. Although, why would you want to invite this kind of thing into your house? They do have weaknesses to sunlight and to fire.
Which we don't have any of. Is there any open fires around me?
There are several.
Okay, then I'm wondering if I can grab something, make a improvised sort of torch or whatnot, and then throw it at it, and I'm willing to spend a hero point if necessary to do so.
Sure. Yeah. And then go ahead and just give me a throw check to set it on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And are you happy with the 13, or would you like to spend another hero point?
I will spend another hero point. Shall I reroll?
Yes, please. Yep. Well, that's an 8 on the dice, so it becomes a 22, which is a DC 17 toughness effect. It is its weakness, so it will suffer a bruise no matter what. And I rolled a 16, so it will take actually a bruise and a daze because it is weak to this effect. So what does that look like, Liam, as you set this creature aflame?
Well, I guess toss maybe a teddy bear on light just comes, bundling out of one of the fairgrounds things and smacks it straight into the chest as a teddy bear avenger.
You lit a teddy bear on fire?
For the greater good.
You wouldn't even. You just pull your lighter out and just set the teddy bear on fire and chuck it up there. It slams into the monster's chest, and its dry skin immediately combusts as if it was made of hay. Um, the fire begins to spread quickly. Isabella, that thing's on fire now.
Fantastic. Perfect. Um, is there anything I can do about that, or do I just kind of have to also be on fire?
We'll see what happens on your turn.
It's fun thing to look forward to.
Good. Do you want to move, Liam, or are you going to continue to ignite teddy bears and use that as your battle station?
I am going to move to get into better proximity of it for aim for next time, but I might grab another teddy bear or two.
Okay, cool. Let's grab a rack of teddy bears and I love mutants and masterminds.
This is things like this is why this system is amazing.
Minerva.
So Minerva's gonna dust herself off after rolling to a stop from from falling off of the creature. She's going to walk over to the now puddle of vampire, look for the amulet that was around her neck.
It is
And,
definitely in there.
She will grab that, and then she will go.
Ew.
She will go behind the podium where, assuming the mayor, quote, is hiding.
He has actually been standing in a catatonic trance this whole time.
Okay, so she will go up to the mayor, kind of snap her fingers in front of his face. Would you like an expertise psychology roll for me to figure out what's going on here?
Actually, I'm going to give you a hero point.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
As you bring the amulet over to the mayor, the amulet begins to glow, and blood begins to seep out of the mayor's eyes, nose, and mouth as the blood golem that was hidden inside him erupts out of his body to attack you.
Aha.
Is the mayor still alive? I'm right there, so.
On your turn, you can give me a treatment check. His body did not explode. His body is still corporeal and in mostly one piece, so he might still be alive.
Okay, good.
Minerva, I'll just roll a quick attack real quick.
Okay.
And then if you want to do something with your standard action, that's fine. Oh. What's your impervious, Minerva?
You tell me because it's not on my character sheet.
Okay, it's
my toughness is
whatever your
8, so I'm
toughness
assuming
is.
it's 8.
Yes, so that will still get through your impervious. I need a toughness for DC 21.
Okay. 21 exactly.
You're fine. So the blood golem comes out, splashes all over you, but you appear to be the superior golem. What would you like to do?
Well, that was rude. Punch.
You interrupted my speech, says the blood golem.
Not a very... I didn't interrupt your speech. 20 to hit.
Your speech was applesauce anyways. Oh no, I wouldn't have understood that, so never mind. I don't say that.
Minerva, you destroyed that blood golem.
Champion, will you check on the mayor, please?
Already going to...
Thank you.
Broad. Late.
We've worked together long enough. You don't call me Broad.
I know. Force a habit.
Better not be.
And I'm gonna check on the mayor. Make sure he's alive.
Give me a treatment check, champion. Or if you
I don't think I have treatment. Well, actually, I don't. I don't actually think I had treatment, but I think it's 0. So, but I forgot about that.
Oh, go ahead and give me an expertise Ivy League education then.
All right. Reroll or just use the dice roll?
Use the 14 and then just tell me what your modifier is.
That would be a 20 then.
Okay. The mayor is alive. He appears to be resting. He appears to be comfortably unconscious.
I'll say, I'll just take a side. He's alive. And I'll look. I'll look. Bastan, you still around?
Bastan appears to not still be around. Looks like he's been
No.
evacuating people.
All right. I will look around. How far from here is my car?
It is on the other end of the fairground. So
And
300 yards or so.
okay. Right now I'm. Well then. It doesn't appear that my car has remote control.
No, it's 1924.
Yeah, but it's also superhero tech. Superheroes. Fair enough. But
It's got caltrops.
fair enough. Well, since I'm gonna take a recovery action, since I haven't used one yet, get my fatigue back so that I can go get my car on my next turn.
Excellent. Eric, over to you.
Over to me. So how high up in the sky is the thing that has Isabella?
90 feet.
That's
And also, if I remember correctly, on fire, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Well, I gotta decide what's more dangerous: letting it keep holding you and also being on fire, or knocking it out of the sky.
And locking it on the ground while it's on fire. Yes.
Yeah, because I was thinking like I was just gonna huck my axe up at it, because I think I can do 90 feet without issue. But if I knock you out of its hands and or just knock it to the ground, that could be bad.
He's got a catcher then.
Yeah, someone's got to catch her.
I don't know, maybe can I like do the hero superhero land?
Or you could just
You
like,
could-
skyboard, ride the body down.
It's true.
You could definitely make an athletics check to do the superhero landing. If Eric decides to knock it out of the ground.
Yeah, I you know what? I've worked with Isabella. I trust that she can take care of herself. And I think the fall is less dangerous because then she can also roll on the ground to be not on fire.
Yeah, not on fire. It's ideal like way to be.
Rolling for axe throw. Using my hero point to reroll for axe throw. Oof. Okay, I feel better about that one.
Hey,
26.
that's a critical hit with that axe. So DC 30. And it's on fire, so it's not getting all of the benefits of its toughness. Oh no! How do you destroy the monster, Eric?
Yeah, I think I throw the axe a little harder than maybe I even intended, and I just clear its head off. It just spins through the air.
Yeah, the head goes one way. The crackling, burning body begins to drop. Do you want to do anything with the move action, Eric?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get into position to maybe try to catch Isabella if I can.
Appreciate it. What do I need to roll to see how well this falling goes?
I'm going to call it an acrobatics check.
Falling with style.
Okay.
I imagine it's like going for a fly ball, but much more dangerous.
Yes.
I'm pressing acrobatics. It's just not wanting me to do that right now.
Must be some lag.
Maybe roll 20. It's just like, nah, I'm done.
Yeah, there's a chance. This is the first time I've ever had to do roll 20 on like a mobile device, so it's A little bit of a. Okay. Oh. I believe that is a nat 20.
Oh, of course it is.
I fully superhero land. Like, that is the only, like, right? Like,
Yeah, that is you completely you sail the monster down until you can get to a safe place to jump off and roll. And you fully stick the superhero landing. Do you want to tell us what it looks like?
yeah, I'm imagining that I look like I'm surfing, even though I'm not sure that these people in the 20s might not know what surfing is. Roll, and I imagine I am on fire when I roll off, but roll off in a way to successfully put the fire out and then like roll right into like superhero landing position.
Excellent.
Smoke just emanating off of you.
Exactly.
And
I
as
look badass is like just the way to put it.
hell yeah, I'm gonna give everybody a hero point for surviving that scene.
Yeah.
And then Troy, if you're around, this might be a good point for us to take our quick break to get up and stretch our legs and refill our water and stuff.
Exactly. Stop, drop, and roll. Something that school taught me a lot, and I honestly thought I'd have more use of.
Right? I never get set
Same
on
too.
fire